Hello everybody, I'm here in Denver, Gaylord Convention Center at the World Championship of Public Speaking, or actually after the semi-finals, so before that. I am here with Khusi Pasquale from Germany, who was representing Europe as the European champion of region number 10 here in the semi-finals. Welcome Khushi. Did I pronounce your name well?
I was very impressed. You did a great job on my name.
Thank you. So how do you feel here in Denver? How much preparation you did? What was your path to where I found?
I feel great being in Denver. The path here was challenging and always brought surprises with it. So there was the surprise and the elation of being told that I was the regional champion. That was fantastic. A bonus that I'd never really expected. Always aspired to, but it's a dream. And after that, it was preparing then for the Denver conference and the semifinals and a final speech. And I relied on I don't often ask for help. I tend to give it, but not always ask for it. And this time I learned that when you ask for what you want, you get it. And that came at every level, at the club level, area, division, district, region. On my path to coming to Denver, I visited family who I have in the United States. I have a big family. And I visited them and made sure that I had a club nearby that I could go to and practice my speeches. I was welcomed, even though they had a champion of their own. It's like, okay, we're gonna give this person our full attention, but you've got us for this evening. They listened to my speeches, they gave me fantastic feedback. They knew what not to feedback on. Because at this stage, a week before the semifinals, you can't change a lot. So it's little things that mattered. And just getting there, the affirmation that what I was doing worked was tremendous for me. And being here in this conference environment, I once said to myself I would never go to an international conference. I take that back. I think I'm a junkie now.
Sounds great. Although after the semifinals it turned out that you couldn't place in the first three, so you will not be able to deliver your final speech. I would like to ask about your speech itself. So the semifinal speech was more like a family story it was really touching. Can you tell me more about that, how it was born, and what was the moral of the story for you?
I chose my second speech to be my semifinal speech rather than go with my district speech because I thought this speech, the choice, was strong. Of course, it started back in 1973 when I was faced with this choice. There were a couple of other steps along the way. One was that in Berlin we have a monthly event of storytelling. It's called The Bear. It's run by Diane Nyman. And it's 3 years old now. And telling stories at The Bear opened up another world for me of speeches where personal story was the core. And that is the core of the choice. The other thing was that when I visited U.S. clubs in the past, I went to this one club in Nutley, New Jersey, and there was a guy named Albert. And at that time, I was wondering whether I should take another leadership role on a district level. And my conflict was that I also wanted to give time to my family. And that is the sense of the choice of how do we deal with our conflicts when it's family versus other things. And Albert said, family comes first. Family, choose family. And I went with that message.
You still have time to take another district role in the future.
And to come back to the conference and perhaps to go into another competition. One never knows.
Never stops. You can see that they're in the final, like Kwong or Aaron Beverly are both for the second, third, fourth time in the final. So it can happen that this is not the only time you are competing on that high. So my last question would be related to the message. That what would you send as a message to Central European and European Toastmasters regarding your expertise or your experience here?
there are so many possible messages. At the core is be true to yourself. That when you give speeches, it's not to conform to guidelines, to conform to a stereotype of Toastmasters speech. It's to convey your message and to reach your audience. And that is, no matter whether you're choosing the communication track or leadership track, that will always be the most important thing that you hold in your hands. And it's what I think we learn and exercise in Toastmasters. This idea of authenticity is bound with integrity.
Thank you very much, Khushi. You will still be the champion of Europe, the first champion of whole Europe. Congratulations for that, and enjoy the conference.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you, Tim.